Hi folks, welcome to Carl's Vaping Reviews once again. Welcome to the video. I have an RDA to review today for you. This was sent on to me by Shane at esig1.co.uk and it is the Ivogo Flybone. It's like a turbo style RDA, but a lot better in my opinion. And we'll go down and have a look at close-ups for it and everything anyway. It is a 22mm RDA, stainless steel, 304 grade. Bottom airflow, there's no side airflow on this. All the airflow comes in at the bottom and up under the coils. I've got a build in here, so there won't be a build on the review. I've got a NI200 build in here, and the deck is brilliant. We'll show you on close-ups anyway, because normally I've got this attached and I'm vaping on it, and then we'll go down for close-ups. But I've cleaned it all out, ready to review and to wick up with some cotton. And so what we'll do now is we'll go straight down for close-ups and we'll have a look at the device. But one thing to note, it's not in stock on his website at the moment. I've tried to contact him to see when it's going to be in stock. It's going to be roughly, I think, around about the 16 to 20 quid mark. This device is, so but don't quote me on that. That's what I was told initially. And but yeah, it's an Ivogo authentic, and we'll go down for close-ups. So I'll see you down at the table. Right guys, here we are, close-up with the Ivogo Flybone. Comes in a plastic dual box, and all there's got a couple of holographic stickers which you need to cut before you can open the lid. And features of the device are on the back. I'll get this in focus in a minute if my camera plays ball with me. No, it's not, so I'm going to have to go into manual again. There you go. You can pause the video and have a look at the specs of this. So it's a 22mm device made of 304 grade stainless steel. We'll get the bits and pieces out of this nice packaging, and it comes in a little plastic sheath as well that you have to take off. And what we'll do is we'll get the spares out as well while we're here. The spares are in this little cardboard box that's at the bottom with the features on. So we'll put that to one side, and you get a bag of spares. In this spares bag, you've got some O-rings. There's your 510 POM adapter, which you can use your own drip tip. So you can put this on instead of the glass 22 wide bore drip tip. Looks about 20mm that drip tip actually. And you've got some spare screws and the famous blue screwdriver in the kit. So it comes with everything that you need extra. Now this is the device. Now let's go into manual focus again, because my autofocus is shite. So what we've got here is, that's the moniker that they're using, Ivogo Flybone. People are going to like that or they're not. I would prefer it to be plain myself, because I'm not a big fan of that moniker. And we have a glass drip tip, which is approximately, with my ruler, forgive me if I go off camera, it is, yeah, 20mm. 20mm that drip tip is. This is the whole top bit that comes off. It's got an O-ring on here. Now the drip tip comes off also, like so, and it's nice fit. It's a nice fitting one. I think there was some problem, because this obviously resembles the turbo in a way, in a slight way that is, but on the turbo I think the glass drip tip used to come off. It wasn't a good fitting O-ring, but this is. And there's the fan. Now the fan's encased in its own casing, so it's not going to fly off and sort of come up the drip tip or anything like that. And this does push out, does come out. If I can get it out, there you go. And then what you do is, if you didn't want the fan in it, you put that to one side. If you didn't want to use the glass drip tip, you put that to one side. Then you would use this base with this adapter in the packaging, and you would marry the two together like so, and then you would put your own drip tip in, and then you would put it onto the device and you would use it like so. So you can use your own drip tip if needed. I've got a black one here as well. All drip tips fit in this adapter quite well, and that's what it looks like. Would have preferred it if the adapter was flush with the edge of the top, because it's not quite flush, as you can see. It's got like a step to it. I would have preferred that to have been flush, but it is what it is. So that's the adapter. I haven't used that at all anyway. I've been using it. Let's put that to one side. I've been using it with the fan in because it's really different. And let's just take this. So that's your top part. That obviously your fan goes in to the bottom like that, clicks in, and then your glass drip tip goes on, and that's your full top section of the RDA. And then we've got your middle section, which is just a tube with some airflow slots. So let's have a look at these now. These are 9mm long by 2.5mm deep. So they're 9mm across in length and 2.5mm deep. And there is 1, 2, 3 of them. So you can use it. There's a third one for single coiling. And nice, it's nice finish to this as well. Nice, really nice finish. That's inside. And then we have the deck. Now on this deck I have a build which is an NI200 build, and it's coming out at 0.06. This build is. It's in here because I've been using it on my Snow Wolf, which will show you. I'll show you working on my Snow Wolf with this NI200. But as you can see, the airflow comes in through these two holes here. You've got a slot that side and a slot the other side. So when this is on, you can alter the airflow. That's now fully open in dual coil mode because it's open that side and it's open that side. If you wanted single flow, you go to the middle one of them three. Let's have a look. So that one will be closed, that one will be open, and that one's closed. But you'd have to make sure you got your coil on the right side. You could use any side of the deck for the single coil. You just have to make sure that your airflow hole that's open is on your is on the side of the coil that you've coiled. If you know what I mean. If it's on the same side of the deck. But it's a fantastic deck to work on. It's got really deep juice well, as you can see, and the airflow slots are in roughly round about, because it's always hard to get coils over the airflow slots, but I haven't found this difficult to coil at all. The post holes are big, so you can put whatever kind of, you know, Claptons or whatever you want to put in there. The post holes are really big, and some really nice screws on there, really strong screws, and there's no little Allen key to use or anything like that. So it is a really easy deck to build on, really easy, and to put your cotton into them wells. It's as deep. It's I would say that looking at that, it's about, I haven't got a vernier to measure it, but it looks about probably 7 or 8mm deep in there, as you can see. And it's a double O-ring affair, and it really nice fitting with the tube on, with the tank section on, and it turns really nicely. It's not too slack and it's not too stiff. It turns really good. Even when it's got add juice in there, it turns really well. It doesn't get really slack, but it is really nice. So what we'll do is, I'll stick some cotton in there now, and then we'll be away. So all it is, I'm just using some, we'll go back into autofocus for this, hopefully. There we go. And I'll just cut a couple of strips of this Japanese cotton. There's one. And another one. It has to be quite, because I have to make these cotton strips quite right for this NI200, because you can ruin the coils pushing it in. So all I'm doing, it's a dead simple build. All I'm doing is just pulling that through, and then I'll leave that much that side and trim off about the same the other, and then all I do is get a little needle and just push this down into the massive juice wells like so. I'll show you when I've finished it in a minute. And then obviously you just make sure your airflow's not being covered by the cotton you've just put in, and that's it. Let's just go into manual. That's it there. There's your airflow coming up underneath your coils. And there's your cotton shoved in. So you do that again on the other side, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and away you go. So I just take one slither of this off. I always take the outer edge off the Japanese cotton and roll up the first bit up in my fingers, and then I'll show you on the camera. I can push it through. Dead easy. But I have to be careful when I'm pulling through with an NI200, because it can ruin the coil, because it's quite soft. NI200 is. Cut it off. This is how quick it is to get your cotton. Change your cotton out with this. Really, really simple, because the deck is very, very, very deep. So we'll just shove that in there like so. There we go. So that's it, and it's called both sides. And then all we do now is we'll add a bit of juice to it. This is some 70/30 lemon and lime custard cream from Big Cloud eliquid.co.uk. This is what we'll be using when we go up and have a vape on it. So just saturate the wicks. Put your tank section, or outer section on. Line up the airflow holes where you want them. I've got dual coils in this, obviously, so I'll have both holes open, and then I'll plop my drip tip on, and then we'll go up and have a vape on it. So that's the close-ups, guys. So I'll see you up at the top. Hi guys, welcome back to the top. Right, I've got it on my Snow Wolf now. Now it's, if I go into manual focus again, I'll show you. It's set at 60 watts, 480 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's a 0.06 ohm build. You can see that on there. And we'll have a quick vape on it. Go this side, eh? As you can see, I'll get decent flavour out of it, to be honest, because it is a machine for chucking clouds. It is an awesome bit of kit for how much this device will cost. I think it's going to be, like I say, between 15 and 20 quid, 16 and 20 quid. I'm not too sure. I was only given rough guesstimates, but it holds quite a bit of juice as well, because the well is very deep. So I'm just juicing it up. I only juiced it up a little bit at first. So I've got it set at 480 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't forget, this is an NI200 temperature sensing build. I have had Canthal coils in, and it works. It's a lot warmer with a Canthal build in, but it is a cloud chucker, and it's a great piece. It's a great device in my opinion. Really, really good device. If you like a cooler vape, this is the from an RDA. This is the RDA to go for. It's cheap. It's good quality. The packaging's good. It comes with it. You can use your own drip tip, and create a warmer vape than it is. This is just really, this setup here now is just for chucking clouds. You know, a temperature control coil, 0.06, 0.06, 0.07. You know, so you can imagine what a Canthal coil is going to give you if you want to chuck clouds. You know, like a Clapton coil, or you know, some of these coils that people are making. I like to put an NI200 build in here, and in a couple of my other RDAs as well, because I believe I get a lot of good flavour out of them. Because I think with these taller RDAs as well, you can lose a little bit of flavour. But this fan in the top, it does create clouds. It does get the vortex going. You know, it's not an extra long vape either, that isn't. You want to be able to see me in a minute. Honestly, if you can get hold of one of these, really, it is a really good device. I mean, I can tighten the airflow up a bit, just turn it, and I've got it sort of, you know, have it quarter open. Lovely. The undercoil airflows for me are brilliant for flavour. But you know, obviously this is more aimed towards chucking clouds. But it is, I'm getting good flavour from my lemon and lime from it as well. Not exceptional flavour like I do with my Royal Hunter. Obviously it's a lot smaller. And I mean, in total this is, well, it says 40 odd, so yeah, including the drip tip, it's 44 millimeters high, and it's a 22mm device. So that's the Ivogo Flybone, guys. Everything about it is really good quality. The finish. The only thing I do is a bit Marmite is the moniker on it. For me, I prefer it just to have been plain. It would have been nice plain. But that's what it's called, and that's how it's been designed. So you're either going to like that or you're not. Comes with a good spares pack in the box. Nice packaging as well. And you know, if you can get your hands on one, I'm sure it's Shane at isig1.co.uk will have these in stock shortly. But that is the Flybone, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next review. Thank you.